Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm David King.
I'm Fred Cilbrith.
Welcome to Keeping It Real. Fred, well, a new year is now upon us.
Yeah, 2015.
2015. And, everybody has this thing, when it comes to, when we ring in the new year of, what's the word I'm looking for? What's your goal this year?
What's your New Year's
revolution? Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. So when you speak of New Year's revolution, they're like goals.
Yeah.
They're like goals of what you're going to be doing. Now with being 2015 and snow on the ground and everything, I hate this time of year. But what is one of your New Year's resolutions / goals this year?
To get out of the house more, get more sociable, network myself better, get better at doing the TV show here.
Oh, you don't need to get better at that. You've been doing that since last year, and you're still doing it, so you're all right.
I'm trying, but there's nothing you can always improve. That's what my father says all the time. You can always.
That's very true. You never stop learning. You're never too old to improve. Most definitely. One of my goals this year, try to control my anger some more. I think I have a big anger issue. Not to trust every single person. Because you can't trust everybody that you meet. You can't trust everybody that you hang out with neither. I have to learn that. And one of my overall goals would be maybe I might find that special somebody this year. I'm hoping
maybe you and me both.
I'm hoping with getting ready to turn 28 that this turns out to be a good year.
You'll be turning 28 before me, but you're older than me. So
yeah, I'll be getting grays before you. Yeah, I'll be getting old.
Hey, buddy.
But speaking of you already started working on a goal. I mean, you, of course, as everybody know and our viewers know, you attend Houstonic Community College, and you have a new article or something in the paper.
Yeah. Folks, I've been doing publications, which is a news writing course at Houstonic, and we had to do a personal essay for an article.
I hate essays.
Well, it wasn't really, it wasn't really an essay, Dave. It was really more of like an article based on experience, your personal experiences. And I took the idea of doing that here, getting involved with being a co-host and the experience of doing my, the one show that happened last year with Mark and Margaret. I took that experience and put it into an article, and it's now published online.
Oh, nice. And I want to say thank you. And
no problem.
To Anson as well, thank you. And of course, but when you talk about article in studio, a lot of that work, like I always say, you got to give it to Francisco. You got to give that credit to Boom.
I got
to give that credit to these guys.
Folks.
These guys are the workhorse behind the scenes. You don't see them. You got you guys out there, folks. You don't see these guys. You don't see them on the camera, but they are the ones behind the camera that produce my show and other shows to bring it to you folks every week, and they are the workhorse, and I thank all of them, all the time. Boomy and John and Ricky and all of them. They do a great job.
They do. They keep the show going.
Yes, they do.
So it's when I first started doing the newspaper back in 2009, I was excited. It was something brand new. Now it's like kind of nervous because I haven't done it for like 3-4 years, and you don't know how you're gonna act or like how the article's gonna come out, how you're gonna say things. So I'm kind of confident that every article that I write from now on is gonna get better and better and better and better.
Oh man, I have no doubt that it will get better and better. The more you work at it, the better you get. I remember when I first got to sit in front of this camera, and at the time I was doing a co-host thing. I was like,
now I remember the first time I did this. I was brought on for the interview for one of the episodes. I was like, what do I do?
Exactly, but you get better as time goes on. I mean, for me, I'm just really looking forward to, with this being a new year, I always look at a new year as a new start. What happened last year, you can't change. It happened, it's done with. This being a new year, which means a new start. Sometimes new starts can begin with old endings can become new beginnings. Meaning, you had a beef with a friend last year. I didn't talk. This year rolls around, you guys can make up and start your friendship all over. It's that kind of thing. I just hope for me, and I hope for a lot of viewers out there, whatever your goals is and that you're looking to achieve, one, you got to stick to your goals, which you're going to achieve. So if
that's the hardest thing.
Oh yeah,
that is the hardest thing, because we all get tempted, and we're all.
Well, things come up too. I mean, tempted is true, but things come up, things happen. Unfortunately,
life happens. Yes, you've told me 1,000,000 times. Life happens.
Exactly. So it can be tough, but you got to try to stay on course, and I think that's something I want to do. I want to work towards career. I want to finish school. I want to stay on task. I kind of stop and go playing red light, green light. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to hit the green light and just go.
Exactly. Just put full throttle and just like Fast and Furious and just burn rubber and just kind of go there.
I'm kind of hoping this year I could take more classes, probably 3 classes, and get better here and do the newspaper thing. That's kind of what I want to do, and it's kind of my strong suit. Cause if it wasn't for me doing a TV show with you, I wouldn't be able to see. Okay, maybe I could actually be a co-host for an actual TV show, on TV and stuff. So not that I'm not doing it here.
One thing I want to make sure that we do that I didn't do a lot, and I do apologize to viewers out there. I want to also let people know that I didn't forget about our audience that do watch our show, and I know a lot of our audience who have disabilities that watch our show, and I want to say thank you. And I do show for everybody, and I would love everybody to watch the show, but especially my disability audience. That's what made me want to do this show for me, but for us, for you guys, because one of my major things this year, I want to see more disabled people more independent. I want to see us out there more independent, and doing this show, that was my main goal when I started this, is for them. I love all of them. I don't care if you're blind. I don't care if you're mentally challenged. I don't care if you walk different. You're in a wheelchair like myself. Just like here and at Soundview, Francisco and them are the backbone.
Yep.
I feel a lot of disabled people, we are the backbone. Because let me tell you something, you give us a job, we will
work 10 times harder.
We'll work hard.
That actually has the job and can walk normal.
Exactly. So for them that do watch my show, and everybody at Disability Resource Network, John and Onyx and Reggie and Lauren and Craig and all of them, I love them, and it's because of them is why I do this show, is why it thrives me to.
Because you can inspire people, and that's what we do.
Because
that's what I get.
But I want to see all of them and others this year in 2015 do things. I want to see Craig on his own. Onyx became, I would say, Rookie of the Year. I mean, he's working on getting his own place now. He's got his PCA waiver program going off, and he's still working at the arena, and I'm very proud of him. And he's become a very good worker compared to when he was hard-headed when he started. He's become a great partner to work with at the arena. But even for the rest of them, they got goals and achievements that they all want to do, and I want to see them do it too. I mean, A lot of them want to go on more work sites. A lot of them want to get jobs. Like Winston over there, he wants a job, and Manny wants a job, and Morales, and I want to see them get jobs. I want to see them work too. I don't care if it's Subway. I want a turkey sandwich, and would love to see them make the turkey sandwich. You know, yeah. I love all of them and what they do, but I don't ever, like a lot of times last year, we didn't get a chance a lot of times to say thank you to those who watch our show, and you know that's one of my goals, to always never forget the fans and the people that watch our show.
You know, I can say if it wasn't for you guys, and I know you've said it a million times, but if it wasn't for the viewers, we wouldn't have a show.
We don't have a show without these guys.
Without the viewers.
Because I'm a normal person, and I still am a normal person with or without the show. But it's because of these guys which keeps me doing positive. You know, the reason why I titled the show last year, Keeping It Real, I titled the show that because exactly that. Listen, I titled the show that not because it was a catchy little phrase that could work. I titled that because I'm no different. You know, I don't have a halo over my head. I'm not the most innocent kid, but I'm honest and I'm straightforward. And, you know, if I wasn't doing this, maybe, I don't know, I probably would have been just like a lot of people out there and end up doing drugs and everything else. But it's because of being able to do this show. It's because of our viewers who are disabled in Milford and in New York and here in Bridgeport and all over that watch the show. And I have kids and I have people that come up to me with disabilities and people that work with people that have disabilities or families that have kids or friends with disabilities, and they watch the show. They inspire me to keep going on a positive level, and everybody at my job that inspires me to keep going on a positive level. So,
you know, when I hear things from you, you're like, these people watch the show, we got viewers, we got people watching it. Makes me feel good. Same way as you, because it makes me feel like, you know, you said it yourself, you want to make a difference. I want to inspire people.
Well, you know,
so to hear you say that.
Well, just like the title said, we're keeping it real. We're keeping it real. As like Biggie Smalls once said, we can't change the world unless we change ourselves. So therefore, that's pretty much, you know, that's the truth though. You can't not change the world if you cannot look at the man in the mirror and change who you are.
Yeah.
You know, I went from being a guy who was down on his luck and low self-esteem to having the confidence now to do a TV show. You know, and I'm not saying I'm perfectly innocent. I know sometimes I may give my bosses a headache. I know sometimes John gets to know me sometimes running late to work, you know, for me oversleeping. And I do thank him that, you know, he hasn't fired me yet. You know, but that's why I try to give 110% when I'm working. You know, I love, and like, you know, one part of my job that I love a lot, like, as you know, I work with Lauren. Lauren's awesome. Yeah. Lauren's my buddy. And I say that because she really is my buddy, because when people don't see with me and Lauren, she laughs, we laugh. We spend a lot of time sitting next to each other watching Disney. So, you know, Lauren's my buddy. And they're all my buddies. You know, Lauren is like my buddy, and of course Onyx is my co-worker, you know. So a lot of times when people see me and Onyx joke around, you may not understand it all, but you know, he's there with me there, and then he's at the arena, and I know his family, so we kind of got like a brother relationship. As a matter of fact, we call each other brothers. As a matter of fact, he calls me his big brother. Yeah, you should call me his old brother because I'm getting old now. You know, for me, when a lot of the disabled people that I see, I can't wait for Zuleika to graduate this year. She graduates this year. She graduates in May of this year from college, and that's gonna be awesome. You know, her being blind, her accomplishing that goal, because she always wanted to go to school. She always wanted to graduate. So the fact that she's gonna do that, I can't wait to hear about that. Besides that, I want to see others, like, I guess kind of like Prodigy. I want to see Reggie, the kid named Reggie. I want to see Reggie. He has a lot of potential. I know he comes off with this hood attitude, but he reminds me of me with that, because he has that hood attitude, but he got a lot of common sense, you know. And I want to see him. I want to see what he can bring to the table, and Craig too.
Yeah.
Because even though I know Craig is Craig.
Yeah, he's Craig.
I've been with Craig at Craig's house, and Craig is a cool guy.
Folks, I've known Craig since I was in middle school, so we've known Craig for a while.
And Craig's dad, he's awesome. Yeah. I mean, Craig's dad's awesome. He works at the arena with me, and his mother's always very nice. So, and his aide, and Carrie, his aide is always very nice.
One of my other New Year's resolutions is to, be there for my friends, be loyal to them, and show them that I care. Because without your friends, you're nothing.
Oh, I always say that. Your friends and your family are a big part of who you are. I mean, for me, a lot of times my work is what I do because I spend more time at work than I do at home. Yeah. I'm almost Mr. No Days Off, folks. I mean, I do this, I go here, I go there. I got like this job and that job and TV shows and a dog.
Then you got Pebbles jumping around saying, Dad, can we go for a walk?
Yeah, right. And at the end of this year, it should be 3. It should be 3 years old, which is 21.
She could be drinking it. No.
Yeah, she better stick to the bowl of water. Stick to the bowl of water.
Big Daddy, no.
You know what's so funny? Last year I was driving to work. It was summertime still. Lady that runs a liquor store. I don't even know her name. And I want to say thank you because she watches us every week. She watches every week faithfully, and I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you continue watching. And the one thing she said to me, I said I would come in and say hello, but I can't get in because it has a step, so you can't get in with the wheelchair and everything. She says, no, don't worry about that. Just keep doing what you do on TV. You two keep doing what you do, and you don't need to be in here. That's a positive.
See, that's inspiring to both. I think to both of us.
Well, she's saying you don't need to be getting drunk when you're doing a positive thing with TV shows.
But I'm hearing all these positive things out of you. How many people watch the show? That makes me feel good. Because even though I'm trying to get the show out in Milford and get people to watch it, just to know that.
Well, leave the cul-de-sac.
Yeah. Yeah.
For God's sake, get out of the cul-de-sac.
I'm trying, man.
Although it's a nice cul-de-sac. It's a nice cul-de-sac, but.
Well, you've been there.
It's a nice little horseshoe, but.
Yeah. But to hear that people are actually watching the show and that what we say matters, that's the biggest thing in the world.
I mean, it means something to me too. It makes me know that what I'm doing to some people is making a difference. And when you're accomplishing your goals, since we're talking about goals here today, not everybody's gonna be how you say enthusiastic of your goals. He's got those haters. He's got them haters. And I'll keep it real. You got haters, and that's what they do. They wake up every morning to hate that you doing good, and they don't want to do good. But you cannot let that stop.
That's when you gotta shake it off and just not
shake it off. But you gotta ignore them because you can't pay. If you pay attention to them, you will never get where you want to go because they will hold you back. Because what you doing, they could be doing the same thing. The only reason why they can't is because they choose not to. Okay. For me, what I want to do this year, I love doing a TV show, and I will continue doing this TV show as long as Soundview will have me and let me do a TV show. But I also I want to venture into more entertainment. I want to venture into music, just to do music.
Do some Tupac?
I don't want to. No, I don't want to be Tupac. I want to live past 20-something. Okay. Okay. I'm a fan.
Which side is the best side, right?
I'm a fan of Tupac, but I wasn't a fan of how he wanted to live his life. But I like music because music is very soothing, and music speaks to a lot of people. I don't care if it's rap, I don't care if it's jazz, I don't care if it's gospel. Everybody got their own flavor, their own taste in music, but music speaks
That's why there's so many.
And music speaks to people, and I would like to do something with music, and that's one of my goals this year of 2015 is to do something with music, or hell, if I get a chance, I'll even try movies. Because I feel like this, I want to break the barrier, for one. I want to break the barrier of being disabled. I want to break that barrier. I want to break that wall down. And most importantly, I like to just try new challenges. Because I have this thing where I don't mind trying and failing, but I have a problem with just failing and not trying. Yeah. And you got everything to gain and nothing to lose. Because if it don't work,
then you back.
You have what you already have. But if it does work, now you have another door that you've opened, You have more opportunities for yourself and more advantages.
One of my goals this year is to go to a different state or travel more. Because I've never, I've gone out of, Connecticut, but I've never really spent, I've gone to Florida, I've gone to New Hampshire, I've gone to Vermont, but I really just want to,
I know one of your goals,
different state.
I know one of your goals this year is getting a job and working.
Yeah, getting a job's hard, man. Because they all say go online.
It's not even that, and I don't want to sound like my friend Goodman here, but the economy is rough.
It is rough, but it's the fact that every job you go into, they say go online. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but what if you don't know what if you don't know how to do an online application?
Well, that's why there's different. I'm not going to say in the air, but there's different programs that people can go to.
Yeah.
And if you know somebody who knows how to do it, you ask your friends, ask your family to help you if they know how.
Yeah.
I mean, I certainly don't mind helping any of my friends, and well, I don't have much family, but if I don't mind helping my friends. If they want to really achieve something, I'm all for helping them to achieve their goals. Like Audrey, if she wants to be a good mom, I'm all there to help her. But I'm only going to put in what she put in. And that's the thing with your goals, too. You're going to get what you put in.
Yeah.
If you put in 2%, you're going to get back 2%. But if you put in 100%, you're going to get back 110%. You got whatever you put in, that's what you're going to get.
Right.
You can't just sit on this couch and say, I'm going to do this, and then don't do it and expect it to happen.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
And the more you get out there and the more you try to network yourself, at least what I've learned from last year, the easier it becomes because you're worried about, okay, I have this. What do I have to do next? You worry about your own stuff. What you got to do, it makes it easier of getting stuff done quicker.
Exactly.
Like you go to work and you work 5 hours. But
Sometimes
you say, okay, I got to open the
hours.
doors. I got to take tickets for 2 hours. Then I got to close the doors at 10 o'clock. But you're on the schedule because you know that. But if you worry, if you're focused on it, not even if you're worried about it, but if you're more focused on it, the more you can get it, the more efficient way you can get it done.
Well, not just focus, also just working at it. Yeah. You got to understand, accomplishing your goals, folks, you're going to get knocked down, and you got to get back up on that high horse and keep going. You're going to get let down. You're going to get denied, but you can't let that discourage you, and you got to just hold your head up and say, you know what? That's done with. Now what can I do to go forward? Every time something bad happens to me, I've said, okay, well, that's done. Now how can I get it back on track? Hey, cable's cut off. Can't cry about it now. It's already off.
Yeah.
Now what can I do? Now, what can I do to get it back on? Well, I'll tell you what I can do. I'm going to have to punch the clock. I'm going to have to work. And that might mean 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe even a month. But hey, that's my goal, to get the cable on. I'm going to get the cable back on. Hard work does pay off, and I know that sounds cliche, but hard work does pay off, because those who get the fast money don't last long, but those who work hard and really stick to their goals, I mean, the results are endless. I mean, I look at my mentor, I look at John Steves. I mean, he works hard, but this dude just went to China last year. This dude goes all over the world. But he's a success, and he's in a wheelchair, folks. He's in a wheelchair, but he's a hard worker. And he has a very great act for business. So
the biggest inspiration in my life, it's going to sound cliche, but it's the truth, is my father. My father gets up at 5 a.m., works till 5 o'clock p.m., and comes home dead tired every day. I'd say to him, he used to work 2-3 jobs. Dad, how do you do it? And you and Dad are kind of in the same way because you both work. How do you do it? And you would agree with this. You just do it.
Oh yeah, you don't think about it when you're doing it. You may not even want to do it, but you think about that overall goal at the end of the tunnel of what it will achieve. I mean, hopefully this year I want to go back to Florida. I love Florida. I like being in Florida, so I'm hoping to go back there. I like my home here in Connecticut. This is home, but I hope to go back to Florida. Maybe sometimes, I don't know, within this year or something like that. hopefully. But, you know, we'll see how things play out. I mean, but, you know, I'm not going to let nothing stop me from achieving my goals. And I know people out there that will, you know, knock me down. I don't even let my own disability stop me down. My chair is currently in the shop, and I'm using my push chair, and I'm still going to get to work, and I'm still not going to let Shane, I'm still going to not let Chris and the rest of the guys at the arena down who count on me to work, and I'll still be there. As long as there's breath in my body and I'm able to move, I will be there, you know, even with all the snow outside and everything.
Yeah, because weather does play a factor when you're getting to work. But like you tell me all the time, half the battle is getting to the job.
Half the battle's any goal.
The other half is keeping the job.
Well, yeah, but just not only jobs, but half the battle of achieving a goal is having the guts
to do it,
to take this first step towards the goal.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be able to take the first step towards the goal. You know, we got 2 minutes left before we jump back out into the icy tundra that we call the time of the weather of winter. But, you know, I'm looking forward to this being a great year. I'm looking forward to all our viewers continuing to tune in. I'm looking forward to being able to talk about topics that you folks want to hear about, and if I can inspire you guys, and Freddie can inspire you guys, and if you can inspire me, I'll gladly talk about it on the show. I don't discriminate, because without you, there is no me, there is no him.
Yep.
There is no TV show.
You know, so I want to say, you know, I know David said it a million times, but I do appreciate you guys watching us every week. And I felt like last year was my rookie year, so I can only hope that this year gets 10 times better, and I have much more changes ahead of me.
Exactly. You know, for me, the only thing I can say is, like I said, last year around the holidays I was thankful for, and now we're coming to an end. So my way of ending this today, I just want to say thank you. And to all those who are disabled, thank you. Thank you for everybody at DRN this past year that supported me. I will continue doing what I do. I love all you guys, including Craig.
Bye, Craig. No, okay.
You know, and we're off to the races from there. Anything you want to add before we go off?
Well, thanks you guys for watching the show, and hopefully we just get better and better.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, have a happy new year. Good night.
See you guys.